There's this article that laments the fact that young boys are not being trained up to be great men. And here the article, you see the father and the son walking, but there's hardly any transmission of uh, father to son, and maybe even mom to daughter these days. And the article seems to be suggesting that the fathers are the problem. I mean, we know we have the sociological problem where many homes are single parents, and so the father's not there. But then on the other hand, you have laws that are there to prevent a parent from exercising his authority. Even in the school, you can't exercise your authority. And I recall my generation, we grew up getting spanked at home and at school. And if there was no spanking, I don't know what would have happened because I don't see what other alternative parents my parents had to really help me to, walk the straight and narrow way. Um, and so the enemy has intentionally come on and highlighted some examples of abuse in schools and in the home. And so, across the board, you just can't go out and spank. No, the police are saying that the law is not preventing you from spanking, but it's just the abusive spanking. Now, I'm not sure how you could draw the line there because each child is different. And I mean, what you're gonna do to take away the get a paddle? I mean, it's like you're just wasting time. My parents, and in school there was wild cane, and when they finish, you have marks all over your body. Marks like if it's violence, like if you were in a guerrilla warfare. But the whole point though is the intention of the enemy is to through the generational gap is to set up this sort of a dichotomy. You find in older and other civilizations and in countries, Caribbean, Africa, and Asia, and so on, the elderly are revered, and so their opinion is sought. But in the West, here, these kids from earlier class developing their own things in elementary school, they're making them feel as if they're intellectuals. What do you think, son? I mean, it's like you have to learn first. I mean, heavy philosophy and all that stuff. These kids can't handle it. I remember I was teaching the school and I was discussing ancient civilizations with an 11-year-old group, and this guy is arguing with me. Now, his parents might be educated, he might have heard discussions like that at home. But then again, I mean, the parents there, did they study anything? Do they understand anything? Or just they just know where to find it? You know what I mean? So, but the point though, again, we have where these kids are maturing so early. In my case, I had puberty maybe at 12, and I didn't get into ejaculation and that kind of thing until maybe 17, 16, 17. So, but today, at 8, these guys see puberty and having relationships early. And they're developing a kind of fickle kind of personality because from so early they hook up with somebody, they always have to have somebody so that um, they had no chance to develop a self-image, a personality. This is me, and so forth, and it leads to other problems. So I'm not sure if you need to blame the parents or whatever. I mean, it's everybody's problem. We seem to want this kind of generation. And as I said in another video, when I was growing up, you had role models. You had cards with cricketers and football players and other important people. Today, when I was driving bus in the 90s, school bus, they had this sexy blue killing machine and a whole bunch of machines. Then you have Sesame Street coming out, so that the kids today have a sort of a acculturation that is so robotic and so bestial that I don't see how you could control them. One, you could show them things to do because they don't have the kind of heart. Look, they're talking about bullies. Oh, I'm bullied and this and that. Hey, parenting would be a sort of bullying, wouldn't it? And they don't have no courage and they can't handle rebuke and so forth. I mean, it's a problem. So, how are you going to really straighten out this? I guess it's on an individual case. And when, as a parent, you have a child that you could make a difference, the state might come in and intervene and take them away because you're black and they don't want your kids to be important and successful. So there you have another problem. But it was an interesting article, and I have been looking at this for a while, where we created a generational gap. Barney saying if you have a problem, go and talk to a fellow person or maybe him or some tree or something. So, and then with, parents working, both parents working, There's no adult interaction. The teachers like the enemy because they're trying to help them to change ways and learn things. So, what do you think? You think that there's a crisis in young people who are growing up without even an image of what the adulthood is and so forth? Um, this problem is very persuasive because even individuals that use drugs, had they been shown that look that neighbor over there used it and look what happened, but they still gonna use it because from early o'clock we get them into all kind of evil. We get them into Ouija board. We get them into Halloween. We get them into psychics. We get them into reading the astrology. We get them into magic. We get them into all kinds of stupid evil. And when kids are evil, you have a variety of things that will go on. They're going to be not understanding their sexuality. They're going to be mentally ill. I mean, there are going to be so many problems. So this is just telling you what the future is going to be about. And as I've been preaching a long time ago, that the future is very brutal. Now, people in Russia were saying that we need to have the bomb because we're going to be able to defend ourselves. But you know what? The kids going to give away the whole stuff, man. Because look what happened. The place collapsed, and they are giving away the secrets to anybody who will pay the right money. So there we go.